Alright, so today I'm going to be going over how I mixed the song She Is by Clifton Durrell.
She is the most beautiful girl in the world. She's the reason that God made a girl. And I wouldn't believe it if I didn't just read it just now. Oh, she is, she is, she is, she is, she is, she is, she is.
So I've actually just mixed an album for him. I gotta send the last 4 tracks over in the next couple of days here. Super dope album, so when it does come out, I recommend everyone check it out. But yeah, this is probably my favorite song that I mixed on the entire album, so I'm gonna break it down. So as you can see in the project here, there's the beat, then there's 2 different lead vocals, and then this lead cut to BGV, so he sent them as leads, but I had to cut them out and make backing vocals out of them. And then a double, and 3 more backing vocal tracks. So a lot of vocals and layers and stuff in this one. In terms of lead vocals, it's a pretty standard chain, you know, a lot of hard compression, some high-end excitement with Fresh Air and Satin 2, a little bit of Ozone Imager 2 for widening. And then I have that to a verb sidechain, as well as a delay sidechain. And this is what the main vocal sounds like by itself.
More valuable than any jewel of money can obtain. So precious that virtue is a part of her name. Trustworthy in all her ways, reliable to get that gain. I ain't gotta get my hands dirty cause she worthy of the mercy and the trust that she maintains.
So yeah, pretty nice upfront punchy hip-hop type of vocals. Then there was a double layer which I'll play quickly. So for that it was kind of a similar chain, except I stereo-wise the vocals so they're stereo and no mono signal at all. Put a bit of decapitator on them as well for a bit of distortion with the Angry Vox preset, and then just pulled them down in volume, and there's no reverb or any wet effects on that at all. And this is what they sound like by themselves, and then with the mains and the beat.
Jewel of money can obtain. So precious that virtue is a part of her name. Trustworthy in all her ways, reliable to get that gain. I ain't gotta get my hands dirty cause she worthy of the mercy.
So it's really nice about panning them hard left and right so they're not interfering with the mono main vocal, right? Something I do pretty much all the time, especially when I have multiple background vocal layers. If you can hear snoring, that's my puppy on my lap. But yeah, I do that pretty much like anytime I have a lot of vocal layers, especially backing vocal layers. So then for these 2 backing vocals, I call them BGV left and right, backing vocals left and right. I had vocal bend a stereo on one with formant down 12, pitch up 12, and then just reverb on them with these settings, ambience 2.63. Same chain, just pan left, pan right, and that's what they sound like together.
She is so precious that virtue is a part. Trustworthy in all her pains. A comforter when times get rough.
And the last 2 backing vocals tracks, I'll solo them and then play them in context.
Now before young women come at me saying I'm trying to dictate everything to you and what a woman should be, yeah.
A little bit of a panning automation clip on this one.
Yeah.
Sounds a little sus by themselves, but you get the idea. And that's pretty much it. I did a little bit of leveling here by dragging this vocal down 15 dB just for the double. And at the ending, a little hard stop on the delay so it doesn't bleed out, and a reverb sweep down, and this is what the ending sounds like.
Even if I didn't just read it just now, she is.
So it ends with she is, and it's not a delay. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did. Nothing crazy in terms of like tiny little automations and stuff besides those last 2 I just showed you now. Yeah, and then just utilizing the stereo field for the backing vocals, utilizing reverb, formant shifting, volume, panning, like stereo field. Those types of things just to differentiate the backing vocals from each other and just help them, you know, fulfill their role, which is just to support the main vocals and make things sound more full and more interesting. So here's a before and after of my mix of Clifton Durrell's song, She Is.
Skillful, making something out of nothing and flip that and never think twice. Double up on the kingdom we building, we sowing and reaping and keeping things tight. She is the most beautiful girl in the world. She's the reason that God made a girl. And I wouldn't believe it if I didn't just read it just now. Oh, she is.
So it was, y'all, that's how to mix a song like me, how I mixed Clifton Durrell's song She Is. If you like that, let me know in the comments, rate it 1 to 10, As always, 4 beats a month for $4 on the Patreon. One day I'm gonna be in that penthouse. I'm gonna have that Tesla, and I'll see y'all in. My puppy is getting restless. I'll see y'all in another video, bro. Peace.